Hi everyone, we've got a new addition to the family. We've got a Freelander 2 2013, but as you'd expect it's got a few little problems with it. First one we're going to look at today, in fact there's two things really we're going to look at today. When you try and open the boot, not working. You have to actually press the button on here to open that. Next thing is, look, only just about sort of makes it to the top. So we're going to strip off those old gas struts, put some new ones in, and we've got one of these new little tailgate release switches. So we'll pop that in. I think that was only £15 off of eBay, so hopefully that'll only take a couple of minutes to put that in. These struts, as they get older, they tend to get weak, especially in the winter months, and they don't have much pressure for them. It should only be literally a 5-minute job. All we actually have to do on these old ones, we have to get them off by pulling this small metal clip up, and then we should be able to pull that off, and then the new ones are going to snap straight on. So let's just get our screwdriver in that piece there if we can. Pull up that old one. Oh, I'm actually saying this before I do that. Little tip, before you actually take off the strut so it doesn't slam on your head, I use a broom, just pop it in the boot, tuck it underneath somewhere just to give it some extra pressure to stop that from dropping down. That should be good like that. Okay, back to taking the piece off. Let's just pull up that clip like that. That should then literally just pull straight off there. Like that. That's one. Same thing on the other end, down here half. Just got to get your screwdriver inside that clip. Really very easy. Pull that clip up. You can pull it right off as well if you want. Doesn't really make a lot of difference, especially for the one you're taking off. Then yeah, maybe we'll take it right off so it keeps snapping back in. Okay, and then literally just pull that one off. Even easier putting the new one on. I literally just make sure you get it around the right way. So that one goes on there. Just give it a snap in. Then sometimes you need to give these a little wiggle to actually get these things in around the right way as well. So just make sure you get it in the right place. Typically have to lift up there, and that's our first one done. Exactly the same on the opposite side. Screwdriver in, pull off if I can. There we go. On the other side. In, pull that off if I can. Come on, here it comes. And the new one in. That's it. And you know when you say it's only a 5-minute job, it literally is less than a 5-minute job I think on this one. Get that in the right direction. Up to the right place. Push on. Done. Job number one done. Let's see, how does that compare now after putting the new struts on? Oh yeah, I can feel it's already a lot, well yes, a lot more pressure. Now hopefully I didn't just lock the key in the car then. No, I didn't, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to get in, because that's our next little job. Let's undo the boot hatch. Oh, smooth. Okay, next job is the tailgate release. So I need a small screwdriver, Phillips crosshead. There are 2 screws here and here, because I'll need to actually take this plastic off. Let's just whiz those out quickly. And then from what I'm told, when I take this off, there's going to be 6 bolts I need to undo to be able to get that rear tailgate light assembly off. Okay, so that just comes like this. Okay, then from what I'm told, we just need to pull this off, and it's meant to come unclipped. Okay, that feels pretty tight, doesn't it? Maybe a bit of trim removal tool might be appropriate. Now hang on, what's that little bit there? That actually comes out. Let's take those little bits out as well, because we don't want those to drop on our heads as we're doing it. Don't know what they're for, they're just holding the screw. But maybe it'd give me a bit better option to get underneath there. Oh, there you go, it's not actually too bad, just need to give it a little bit of force. never like doing this because obviously it's got the plastic trim clips in here. Yeah, let's work our way around. There we go, it's coming up. Let's work our way around this side. I can see the trim clips there. How does that top one come out? Nearly there. One on this side. There we go. That's that bit out. Pop that down by the D3. And supposedly there is, oh yeah, I can see them up in here. There's like bolts which are like tucked up inside each of these holes here. So I'm going to need to get my small socket set out, I think, with an extension bar on it. I think someone said they were 10mm, so have I got my 10mm socket here, or is it fallen down the back of somewhere to be lost and never seen ever again? So I have to make sure I do that the right way as well. Okay, so that's undoing. Now let's try and work out, where are those screws? I can see one there. Where's the other one? Oh, there's one there as well. Not the easiest place to get to on these. Let's do it from that way. Haha, that's not a 10mm, that's smaller than a 10mm. Let's bring the mini socket set up here. What size is it going to be? Let's try a, well, let's try the 9mm, the next one down first of all. See if we can see where that is again. It's really not that easy to see. Still too big, that one. 8mm, process of elimination. 8mm, that's what you need, not a 10. I'm sure Powerful UK, you told me that was a 10mm when I had a look on your video. But I must say thank you very much, because it's very helpful, all these videos which show you how to fix your car. Maybe by the power of YouTube we'll actually zoom along a little bit, because maybe you don't want to see me undo every single one of these 6 nuts. I've noticed this is slightly different than the, because it's the facelift model, and it has already has the trim that goes right the way across. You can see actually the 6th screw, or the Struts nut, whatever it is, in here. And also these, I think when I saw the other ones, actually had, they were nuts which actually had a stud that came through from the trim. This one actually has a small bolt. You can see that bolt just up inside there, that half, it's not easy to get to. Okay, let's carefully lower this down so we can get to it and make sure this trim bit doesn't fall off. Wow, and now we've got those new, got the new gas struts on there. It's pretty strong, and I believe this is just meant to carefully pry off now. Although it feels rather solid still. Ha! So, not 6 screws in it as we saw from the other video. It's actually got 8 in this one. Hence why it didn't want to come off. Oh, I can feel it's coming loose now, Harv. Maybe you want to just keep an eye on that as well, just to make sure it doesn't drop off. Do a bit of one-handed filming while I try and get these out. Now you do have to watch as well, these screws, when you bring them out, that they don't drop into that little piece of metal area there, because it's not that easy to get them back out. All right, second time. Let's lower it down. Is that loose now, Harv? Feels it. Okay, that's better. That's better. It's coming out now. Just those few couple of trim clips, making sure we don't break those. And then, how do I get to that little piece? Okay, so we need to, that little grommet piece is like pulled through that way. We need to actually get off this piece here. And that piece there actually has to come through. Undo this, and at the same time make sure we don't drop it. I'm thinking now I should have done the gas struts afterwards. In fact, I think what we should do is disconnect that piece there first of all, because that's going to be a lot easier. And give us some extra space. Yeah. Let's have a look at the new piece. So that is that same piece there. So I've got to actually thread that through. So that whole piece has got to come out. That's got to thread through the hole, and that's where it plugs in also on the other side. Okay, that's easier. Right, there we go. We've got it off now. Got it off, and just got to unclip that piece there. Let's put something down the ground so we don't scratch it. And we're going to unclip that. So it looks like, how does that come out of there, do you reckon? Half? Does that... does it? I bet I know what it is. I bet it actually... Yeah, that's what it is. You have to squeeze that and push it through the other way, I reckon. In fact, let's get a small screwdriver on there and do that. In fact, I'm not worried about breaking the... there you go. You have to push that in, then it's going to come through to the other side. Just like that. Okay. So let's get this piece unthreaded now as well. In fact, what's going to be the easiest way to do this? Okay, I see. So that's got to come undone as well. In fact, that whole lot comes undone for these for this harness, because those are for the lights. It's a bit tight getting these clips off. If you press it down there, then if I get underneath there, it just gives it a little bit. That's it. Then that's going to release that one. In fact, is it going to come off? Tell you what, I might have to just release the actual light itself, because there's not enough room quite to get that out, unless I can turn that round, can I somehow? Very fiddly. Oh, how do I get this out? Tell you what, maybe better off actually doing it from this end. That'd be easier, wouldn't it? Oh, why didn't I do that in the first place? That was a hell of a lot easier. In fact, we've got that one there as well. We might as well take that one out at the same time. Yeah, that makes it about 100 times easier. Oh well, learning as we go. Then we've got to get this piece of wire out of here somehow. Okay, that's out. This should just about come out, I think. In fact, will that slot through there anyhow, maybe? Okay, that's through. That's through. In fact, we need to bring it back the other way so we can get the thing out. Really, really easy this, I must say. Probably two hands would be easier with this as well. Okay, that's out. And yep, ta-da! There we go. There's the old one out. Let's now put the new one in. Make sure it goes in the same way. Take the old wire out. New one in. Just make sure that is actually, is that the right way around? Because we're going to be that's the it's actually got to go around that way, because you obviously want it to be, so you press that switch button on the outside of it. Okay, that should then, I guess, just slot back in. Okay, so that's in neat. I can hear the nice piece of switch clicking. This one here does nothing, so that's obviously why it's not working. Let's get the wiring back together. So we had, I think it was going this one to that side. Just make sure of that actually before we do this. Okay, so we've got to go that side there, that side there. So that was coming along here like this. This one here means it's got to go to this light here. Oh yeah, and they go on a lot easier than they come off. This wire here comes along to here. And then that just goes back in, like so. I think that's it, like that. Clips back in there. That one's going to go in the same like that. That's it, clipped in. And all we in theory need to do is thread the wires back down the little channel. Both those back down there. Then put it back on, but before we put it back on, let's actually give this a little clean because it's looks really horrible and dirty. You'll have to give this a proper clean half. And perhaps let's just give that a quick wipe over as well. Actually, let's give it also a wipe over on the inside of this as well when I think about it. Right, as well. Now we need to thread that small grommet back through there and into the car. That's going through the hole, I think. And then we need to get that grommet there into there to stop it from damaging it. And there is actually, you see there's a couple of clips on here as well, so we shouldn't have probably been too worried about it earlier dropping on our heads, because it's obviously got a couple of clips that just sort of keep it loose like that. Where's the key gone? Yeah, obviously make sure you keep the key and don't put it in the car at any point, otherwise you're never going to be able to get back in. Clip it back together. Should we test it first? Let's see if it makes a sound now, because before, when you was clicking it, it didn't do anything. Let's see if it makes a sound. There we go. Perfect. That's an excellent job for £14.88. I think that was off of eBay, with pretty much next day delivery. I'll put the link in the bottom of the video notes as well for you. Okay, we just put these back on, and that's pretty much it. So thanks very much. We actually, saying that, thanks very much, yeah, but we're also going to fit this in a minute, because the back wiper is also a bit dodgy. Right, the real moment of truth. We can actually see whether it truly opens or not. Do you dare me to put the key in the back half? Do you think that would be like a real risk? Do you think it's going to work or not?
I think it'll work.
Yeah, let's work. Big risk. Key in the car. Does it work? Oh no, it locked. There you go, it's fine. Oh, that made me worried. Or was it because the key's in the car and it wouldn't lock? Let's try that actually. I bet that's what it was. Ah, that's what it was. It knew because the key was in there. Oh, but it don't work. What's gone? Oh, hang on. Is it locked now? Lock, unlock. Aha. Aha, perfect. Next little job, you can see this this wiper is just not touching the window at all here. It's gone, I don't know, it's just rubbish. So, oh, this one really hurt my finger. There we go. So just need a socket on there. Ha. And do I need the socket which is in the car? I can use one of my big ones. That's going to be okay. Is it a 12? Maybe? Nope. Is it a 13 or a 14? It's a 13. Let's undo that. I didn't have a lot of pressure needed for that. Tried to lose that nut. Now, comes off pretty easy. In fact, let's just, should be fine like that. Just checking to see roughly where it's going to go. Another eBay special. This was, I think, £8.50. I'm amazed how people can even sort of sell the stuff for this and including shipping for that. That should just fit on neatly like that. I've got some nice pressure on it now. Is that the right place where you want it, Harv? I think. Actually, let me just, yeah, I think it's there. Tighten that up. Not too tight, fella. I should really get the torque wrench out for this, but let's just do it like that. Oh, that feels nice. Looks the right place. Clip this on. Perfect. Much better. Test it out. Thanks for watching. We've got quite a few mods hopefully coming up over the next month or so, both on the new Freelander 2, and also we've got a few things coming for the Land Rover and hopefully the Jeep as well. So please don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell, and then you'll see everything we post. Bye.